me now, got a problem, get at me.
Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the Houston Texans.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Atlanta. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
The Falcons got their feet wet with Ridder during a 4-game audition last season, and he did end their year with a pair of wins. Optimism reigns that he is their quarterback of the future.
Now the first running back. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ridder on 1st and 10. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Touchdown, Falcons. Mac Hollins, 60 yards. And the Falcons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State. C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman finalist, program records galore. He looked every bit like the #1 overall pick. He went #2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Throwing now is Stroud. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Pierce now up the middle. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pierce will try to pick it up. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Ritter now on 2nd down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Play action. Stroud now. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw pulled in by Woods. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd down and a yard. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here goes Stroud again. This is caught. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third and goal, Stroud. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Stroud. And this is caught at the 8. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback give the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And he's got it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Stroud out of the gun here. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close. And he loses the football the second time. And the Texans scoop it. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Takedown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarter's number 1. And he tried to fit it in on this. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So this game tied at the half. And if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keith Smith taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again, and we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Stroud now on second down. This one left side caught by Collins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, here's Stroud. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Stroud looking to throw. On a slant, here's Collins. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Atlanta now coming out on the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. On first down, Ritter. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Ritter. It's caught. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. The slot man in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The throw over the middle taken in. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons! Scotty Miller, 56 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Give to Pierce. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Pierce with a motivated run there, and no surprise he's motivated this season. After a late injury robbed him of a 1,000-yard campaign last year and potentially the Rookie of the Year. Even still, the 4th-round pick outplayed his slot with over 900 yards in 13 games.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
On second down, here's Pierce. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run it here with Pierce. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 6 coming up. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 1st and goal. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Stroud to throw it. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So now Ritter and the Falcons down by 7, 33 seconds to go.
Ready?
And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A final shot now for Ritter. London hauls this one in. It took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.